Our thanks to Pat Paris there. 6:37 new on Good Morning Tucson. One family's dog on the east side is spreading a lot of love and appreciation for an unusual trait. KGUN 9's Blake Phillips is in the studio sharing how Nikita and her mom go about their daily routine. Good morning, Blake.
Hey, Jose, I know you're a cat guy, but you might get a kick out of this. Nikita is a 5-year-old Doberman, and she's lived with being deaf in both ears all her life. But you wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at her. Christy Porter brought her home when Nikita was just 2 years old. And 3 years later, the pair communicate pretty well. Porter taught Nikita how to read hand signals that include sit, down, stay, good job even. And Nikita's story started with its own challenge. A previous owner returned her to a breeder. But Porter's grateful that after their first night in a new place, she knew she found a family that would support her.
Could you imagine, euthanizing her as a puppy? I mean, when she's full of life, and I didn't know, what is this going to be like, and is she going to like me? She jumped out of the car and acted like she had known me her whole life and slept with me that night. There was no turning back. So she definitely found her forever home here.
And I got the chance to meet Nikita, and she is just full of joy and energy. We played fetch for over 30 minutes yesterday, and we didn't stop only except for a few water breaks. But take a look here at Nikita's Instagram. Our touchscreen isn't working right now, so if you want to get a closer look, that'll be on our website at kgun9.com. But you can just see what kind of dog she is. She's absolutely gorgeous. This picture right here of her staring at her ball, that's what she did for almost the entire time I was there, other than when we were playing fetch. Obviously, she was catching it. But one thing you guys may not know is anywhere between 5 to 10% of dogs go deaf. That's according to the American Kennel Club. And like I said, Jose, you're that cat guy, but Claire, you're our resident dog expert, right? And so through Jersey's journeys and more, I'm sure you've had your more fair share of running with a few deaf dogs.
Yeah, we've featured a handful of deaf dogs at the Hope Shelter in Marana. They've often got them that come through. And I've had 2 deaf foster dogs over the years, Odie and Darla. Odie was a wiener dog, and he learned a whole bunch of hand signals, which was really cool. And you really don't notice that the dog is deaf, except that they don't bark when the doorbell rings. And you do have to keep them on a leash, a long leash at the park, because you can't say, Odie, come back here. They won't hear you.
With Blake showing us too, Claire, sometimes you notice a lot of them is their eyes. I'm sure they were so trained on you, like, all right, communicate with me this way. So it's a special bond, I'd say, that way too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Blake.
Blake.